If I get bad service, I play the world's worst song on the jukebox and leave. I go to sports bars all the time to watch games and eat wings and stuff. Most of these places have this digital jukebox thing on the wall where you can pay like $1 to play any song from Apple Music across the entire restaurant. Sounds harmless, right? Wrong. Because buried deep in Apple Music is this song called Tubular Bells Part 2, and it is hands down the most annoying piece of music ever created. I have no idea how it even ended up on Apple Music, but I'm so glad it did. It's basically just some guy randomly banging on different instruments for 26 minutes straight. Like he'll start on a piano, play a few notes, then switch to a guitar, play some random chords, then grab some bells or whatever. There's no rhythm, no beat, no actual song structure. It's like listening to someone tune an orchestra for half an hour, except they never actually start playing anything good. The worst part is it constantly feels like it's building up to something. Like any second now, this guy is gonna drop some sick beat or get into an actual melody, but he never does. He just keeps switching instruments and playing random notes that make your brain itch. And here's the beautiful part. Most bartenders can't cancel a song once it starts playing. The only way to stop it is to flip the breaker and reboot the entire sound system, which means shutting down music for the whole restaurant. Most places just let it play rather than deal with that hassle. I discovered this song by accident a couple years ago when I was scrolling through weird music late at night. The second I heard it, I knew I had found gold. Since then, I've used it maybe 5 or 6 times, always at places that gave me terrible service. Last month, I went to this big sports bar chain, the kind of place that has like 50 TVs and serves loaded fries. I'd been there a bunch of times before and the service was usually pretty good, but this time everything went wrong. First, our food took forever. Like we ordered appetizers and they came out cold an hour later. Our server, this guy named Brandon, literally only came to our table once to refill our beers in over an hour. We had to walk to the bar ourselves multiple times just to get drinks. Then to make it worse, Brandon comes over and tells us we have to move because our table was reserved for some group watching a basketball game that was about to start. We'd only been sitting there for like an hour and a half. No warning, no heads up when we sat down. Just, hey, you gotta move now. I wasn't furious or anything, but I was definitely annoyed. This place had always been solid before, and now we were getting treated like we didn't matter. We moved to the bar area and kept eating, but the whole vibe was ruined. That's when I remembered my secret weapon. I pulled out my phone, opened up the jukebox app, and searched for Tubular Bells Part 2. There it was. 26 glorious minutes of pure audio torture. I paid my $1 and hit play. At first, nothing happened. The current song kept playing, then it ended, and my song started. I watched as people's faces slowly started changing. Confusion, annoyance, this look of what the hell am I listening to? Some guy at the bar turned to his friend and went, "Is this even music?" The bartender was looking around trying to figure out where this noise was coming from. A woman 2 seats down actually asked the bartender to change it, and he told her he couldn't cancel it once it started. People were pulling out their phones to Shazam it, trying to figure out what they were hearing. A whole table of guys watching the pre-game show kept looking at the speakers like they were personally offending them. The best part was watching people's faces when they realized the song wasn't building to anything. You could see the exact moment they figured out this was just going to keep going. One woman literally said out loud, "This is making me anxious." Another guy asked the bartender how long the song was, and when he checked and said 26 minutes, the guy's face went pale. The bartender looked like he wanted to cry. I finished my beer, paid my tab, and walked out. As I was leaving, I could hear people complaining about the music, and the bartender was on his phone probably calling his manager asking how to shut it down. I got in my car and just sat there for a second feeling completely satisfied. Bad service at a restaurant? That's annoying, but whatever. But bad service after I've been a regular customer? That earns you 26 minutes of musical hell. And the best part is they had no idea it was me, just some random curse that descended upon their bar that night. I drove home knowing that everyone in that place was suffering through the worst song ever created, and honestly, it made my whole night better.